solemn day for the new commander-in-chief, making his first trip as president to Dover, Delaware, to meet with the family of Chief Petty Officer William Ryan Owens, who was killed in Yemen during a weekend raid targeting al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. President Trump called Owens' family Tuesday, the White House said, to recognize his sacrifice and years of dedicated service to his country.
Up front now, John McGuire, former Navy SEAL, retired U.S. Army Major General Spider Marks, who you just heard from, and Alex Barrett.
The detailed planning for every one of these missions is exhaustive, and they go through scenarios upon scenarios to ensure they get it right. And guess what? War has costs, and things will go wrong.
So, John, one of the things when Alex said it depends, we don't know what they got, was I think how you put it exactly. John, we know the U.S. Special Forces were searching for intelligence specifically. Obviously, this is the second major raid in Yemen in more than 2 years, putting U.S. lives on the line, right? It's not something they're doing every night. They go in, they have something very specific, something significant. Do you have any sense of what intelligence we could be talking about?
Well, first, my heart goes out to the family of our fallen and the wounded. I'll tell you, Ryan was a fearless warrior who did everything for his brothers. He put his brothers first. But the intelligence could be enemy locations, enemy movements, anything that could help us get an edge on the war on terror.
And General Marks, here's one of the things we know. We know at least 40 people were killed. 14 of them at least were al-Qaeda fighters. At least 13 of them, though, were civilians. 6 of them, those children, 7 of them women, and, of course, the Navy SEAL. We know they spent weeks doing this, planning this raid. How could all these civilians, though, have ended up in the line of fire?
Well, you know, Aaron, that's what will be uncovered over the course of the next couple of days through a very, very thorough after-action review on every aspect of this operation, from planning, execution, withdrawal, actions on the objective, etc. The thing that's important to realize is that the decision point for execution has a certain timeline associated with it based on how fast it takes to get the objective, how much time do you have on the objective, what are you trying to achieve, and then how do you exfil away from that. And while you're en route, intelligence is being updated. You have these amazing intelligence capabilities so that the men and women that are about to execute this operation are getting the very latest. So they get a better sense so that they hopefully can overpower the objective, be as deadly and as accurate and precise as they can be. How civilians and the collateral damage assessment always goes to what is on the objective that we don't want on the objective. Those assessments take place. So clearly, the arrival of civilians on the objective was identified once they got in contact. Because I can tell you, if they had known that in advance, that would have been an abort mission. They would have tried to clear that away at some point.
John, let me give you a chance to make that clear. If they had known that in advance, right, they would not have gone ahead with this mission. Forget whether these were the children of al-Qaeda or whatever. They were children.
Well, just like the general said, there's so much detailed planning, contingencies that goes into these type of missions, and that's because things do go wrong. And good intelligence that saves lives is not going to fall in our lap. So we need to risk our lives to go in and protect our country. But had we had intel like this, we probably would have aborted.